All right. Well, welcome everyone to tonight's roundtable discussion. We're going to be talking science and health tonight, and we're going to be examining uh, two different technologies that can greatly enhance your life and your quality of life. And we're going to be looking at a host of products as well through a company called Olylife, which stands for Olympic Life. And so let's go ahead and dive on into it. So some of the technology we're going to talk about is the PEMF. Some of you may have heard of it, pulsed electromagnetic field. And we're also going to be talking about terahertz as well. Now, one of the things that I'm so excited about is just the science behind the products that we're going to talk about later on. And you're probably on this call right now because someone that you know probably was going through some health issues and came across this company and had some great benefits and results from using its suite of devices. And they're probably sharing that with you because chances are you are probably having certain issues as well. And so we're gonna talk about that tonight. And the first technology that we're going to talk about is PEMF, pulse electromagnetic field. Now, this is maybe new to some of you, but we experience it every day. See, the earth that we live on has a magnetic field, and it's constantly producing and giving off those waves. And our bodies encounter it every day. You may have seen back in the day people taking their shoes off and they'll go walking barefoot on the grass or on the beach. I just came back from Mexico and my wife and I, we were walking barefoot on the beach. That's a form of grounding, just connecting with the earth itself and its magnetic field. And so this technology was something that was created along with the earth that people for probably hundreds, thousands of years have been experiencing. But now science has been able to take this technology and use it in the medical field in an intentional kind of way. And so what happens is with this pulse electromagnetic field, it uses those magnetic pulses to basically stimulate at a cellular level. And so a lot of top athletes like LeBron James and others, and even guys like Tony Robbins are using this in their day-to-day life because it can help fight diseases, improve your sleep, improve your circulation, and also reduce inflammation. But the key is that it does it without you having to have a prescription. You don't have to pump your body with synthetic chemicals that cause other problems that you're going to eat other pills to take care of. It puts your body in a state so that it's able to begin to heal itself. Because the truth is, most diseases and most forms of discomfort in our body is because due to some kind of disruption that's happening in our body. Our body's not able to communicate the way that it needs to. And sometimes our cells fall asleep. And this is a way of recharging those cells, reactivating those cells, and getting our body in a state so that it can do what it was created to do. The best physician is inside of you. And that's what PEMF technology helps to do. It helps to regulate that. Now, when we take a look at terahertz is another popular technology that you may have heard about. And that particular frequency, both of these emit a specific frequency, but this one sits between the microwave and the infrared waves in the electromagnetic spectrum, right? And so it also has numerous health benefits that go along with it as well. And we're going to dive into that and begin talking about some of those particular health benefits. So let's look at the first one. One of the health benefits for those of you that are in love with your scale and and the summer's coming along and you're trying to get your beach body and you want to shed a few pounds or so. One of the benefits of PEMF technology is that it will support weight management. and it'll give you metabolic support, right? So it helps to enhance cellular energy and ATP production. It increases your metabolism, and it also helps by detoxifying your body and reducing inflammation. Because inflammation in your body caused by oxidation it can contribute to weight gain. Well, if you're getting that regulated by PEMF, it will definitely help you with that weight management and improve your overall cellular health, right? The other thing we look at is how it affects the DNA. When we talk about mitochondria, that's the realm of your DNA. And just like your fingerprints, none of us have the same fingerprint. I remember growing up, they had these things called Cabbage Patch dolls, right? And none of them were alike. Well, it's the same with our fingerprints. None of our fingerprints are alike, and our DNA is uniquely different in all of us. And one of the cool things that this technology does, it can help to repair DNA and regenerate it, right? And even your stem cells. And so it's just amazing some of the things that this actually can do for you. Then let's talk about our organs. Our organs, without your organs, doing what they do, that we won't function anymore. We'll cease to exist eventually. And one of the really important organs that we have are our kidneys. And so this technology essentially it basically helps to reduce the inflammation as well. And it helps to detoxify your kidneys. And it's the same way that, traditional Chinese medicines use like Jing energy to do that. This will do the same thing because our kidneys play such a vital role in waste elimination in our body. And when those things begin to shut down or not function efficiently, our body begins to keep in these toxins, which can cause other problems as well. And so this technology does help to promote that detoxification in our kidneys and other organs, so forth and so on. Now, a lot of you do go to the gym. Some of you are taking vitamins and supplements, whether it's vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, K2. Some of you are taking a host of different supplements because the truth is that our food nowadays is not the same like it was when our parents were growing up, right? Most of our stuff is injected with a lot of chemicals. I've never seen chickens that big in my life. I mean, they're making cows bigger, chickens bigger, everything is bigger because they're using all kinds of genetically modified materials to feed this livestock, and then the things that they're growing, they're modifying. And so a lot of our food is lacking the nutrients. And then let's face it, in the busy world that we live in, we don't necessarily take the time to prepare it, right? We live in a microwave generation. So just pop it in the microwave or in the air fryer, prep it up really quickly. And so our food loses a lot of nutrients. And so those of you that are supplementing, what PEMF technology will do for you, it increases your body's bioavailability. And so what that means is it allows your body to absorb more of what you're putting into it, right? More often than not, we'll take a bunch of supplements, and if you go to the bathroom and you urinate, you'll notice that your urine is a different color. It's usually typically brighter, and that's because your kidneys are filtering out what your body is not using, and so a lot of times you are going to flush a lot of your money down the toilet. Well, this increases your bioavailability, so it helps your body absorb more of what you're putting into it, which is definitely a plus for your body and your wallet. Now, a few years ago, we all went through COVID. And if you've been watching the news, you've heard the term long COVID. And we're finding out the effects of these shots that we were taking, that we were mandated to take. they're having some side effects, and they're affecting a lot of people, making them more lethargic, and they're just going through a host of different health issues as a result of this, brain fog and various different inflammation in the joints. Well, the technology PMF and terahertz have been shown to help kind of curtail some of those symptoms and get the body prepared to heal itself in that area. And so it's definitely been helping with long COVID. So if you know someone that's wrestling with that, it might be you that's having brain fog or fatigue, or your memories it just feels like you're having what we call it brain farts. We just can't remember anything. Our short-term memory is just kind of like gone. You could be probably suffering from long COVID. Now, I'm not a doctor, so make sure you go and you get that checked out. But if you are suffering with that, the good news is this can definitely help you. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about as it pertains to PMF is just stress reduction. We live in a high stress world right now. No matter what part of the world you're in, I'm sure your part of the world has rush hour traffic. No one likes rush hour traffic. It's so stressful. Everything. I mean, the stuff that's coming across the headlines, some of the relationships that we're in. We might have a high stress job, right? And so, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a plant called ashwagandha. It's actually a root, and it's known to help relieve stress. And PMF technology has the same type of benefit. It helps to reduce stress. It'll sharpen your cognition, your memory, and just help you stay snappy and sharp, right? And so, and give you that Zen-like feel. I know when I'm on that machine and I have it on, like I'm 7 or 8, I just feel like I'm on a wave, man. I just feel like super calm. I sit back, I relax. I don't watch TV. I don't do anything, and I just give way to the moment that I'm in. We all need that. We all need that break. So let's shift now. We're going to talk about terahertz. Now we mentioned that earlier on. I said that we were going to look at the science behind 2 forms of technology and frequencies, and now we're going to talk about terahertz. Now I don't know if you guys heard of PubMed.gov, but you may want to take some notes and do your own due diligence, because I think you'll find it fascinating at how many articles were written about terahertz and its benefits, right? So let's take a look at the first one. And so if you've ever heard of neuropathy, there's a potential for neuropathic pain management. And so a lot of the research is suggesting that this frequency can stimulate and be a non-drug method to deal with neuropathy, right? And so, and even reduce it, the effects of it. And which I find is so incredible, because again, you don't need drugs to deal with some of the issues that you're facing. The modulation of cell activity. And so various different diseases that you may come across, it has a potential to offer a therapeutic effect to modulate the cell activity and intervene there in various different diseases. DNA damage and repair. And so THZ can definitely disrupt any potential DNA damage that you might be having. And it also works within stem cells. A lot of people are going through stem cell treatments and so forth and so on too. Especially, I know a lot of friends that are having stem cell treatments in their knees because they've had either torn ACLs or cartilage damage and things of that nature. So terahertz will help with that as well. And one of the things that I'm really excited about, my dad a few years ago got diagnosed with prostate cancer. Well, there's been a lot of breakthroughs, and you'll see a lot of articles when you go to PubMed.gov about some of the breakthroughs in cancer treatment. And so these frequencies will attack those cancer cells and basically have it vibrate at a rapid motion, and then these cells begin to explode. And so uh, hop on there, man. Take a look at that because it is just exciting, exciting stuff, reducing tumors and even helping to deal with skin cancers. Some of the additional benefits, blood cell health. We talked about the high stress world that we live in, people that have anxiety, OCD. It can address a bunch of different mental health issues, bone density, right? And in this next slide, we're going to talk about how NASA is actually on the cutting edge of this technology. They're one of the leading agencies, in fact, that are promoting PEMF and terahertz technology. You know, billions, if not trillions of dollars goes into space exploration and research. And a lot of money goes into training astronauts in NASA. So their health is of the utmost importance so that they're able to fulfill the mission that they're sent to fulfill. Well, here's the problem. After they spend a lot of time out in space, when they come back into Earth's gravitational pull, they're experiencing things like poor blood circulation, and their muscles begin to go through atrophy because they don't need to use them in a zero gravity environment. And so what scientists have observed is that in addition to, the sunlight, the air, the water, and nutrition that we need that geomagnetic energy to maintain our good health. And NASA has discovered that. And so when the astronauts return back to Earth, if they're experiencing any kind of bone density issues or poor circulation or muscle atrophy, they put them in a device similar to this so that they can get reacclimated and their body can begin to heal itself from their journey out in space. And what you're seeing here on your screen is typically what one of those machines would look like, costing probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And what I love about Olylife is that they've been able to take this technology and package it in such a way that in a small device that's super uber portable, that you could bring into your own home and reap the benefits of it. And it's not cost prohibitive, which is something that I really like. So what we're going to do, we're going to segue and we're going to talk about just some of the products. We'll actually be looking at all of the products. And we're going to start off with the Tera P90, which is their flagship product. And some of the benefits of this, you see that there on the left of your screen, you'll see this small box-like device with those two metal foot plates there. That's where you would place your feet. And after you turn it on, it will begin to send those electromagnetic frequencies up through your feet, and then it will go up through your body and begin to interact with your cells on a cellular level. And so the beautiful thing, again, it's super portable. I actually have a friend of mine that told me he just took his with him on a plane. He put it in his carry-on and it's with him on a plane, and he's taking it with him on his vacation. And so because it's so small, you can take this with you. It's super light. And so you got this portable pain relief. And basically it helps to reduce any tension and inflammation. It'll improve your sleep. It supports cellular repair, it boosts your circulation. It's just an incredible, incredible device in such a small package, right? A lot of companies out there, once you research PEMF, you'll see a lot of companies. I want to point this out, that have like grounding mats and even bed sheets and things to that nature, but all it emits is the PEMF. The beauty about this device is that you have both technologies in one machine. So you have the PEMF and the terahertz. So all those benefits that we talked about, and what you find when you go to PubMed and do a little research, all those benefits you find in that one device. Now, the next product is I like to call it the big brother of the P90. It's just like the flagship product. This is called the Tera P90 Plus. The only difference is that you'll now there's some subtle differences. You'll notice that the foot plates are a little bit bigger, and it has a handheld remote control versus the wired remote control. But what you'll notice, it also comes with two wands. Now, here's the benefit of that. We talked about just the benefits of the PEMF and the terahertz, but with these two wands, it is incredible because it delivers 650 nanometers of red light therapy. And so when you're talking in regards to your scalp, gentlemen, some of you that you went to comb your hair this morning, you noticed a little bit more in your sink than usual, right? You can use this to stimulate your scalp. Now, do your own research, but studies have shown that it can stimulate your scalp and your skin and cause growth, right? Ladies, I mean, even me and Luigi both, we just like you ladies, we like to keep our sexy on, right? So these wands will also stimulate collagen production. As we age, our bodies don't produce as much collagen anymore, which causes our face to sag and lose its elasticity. Well, this stimulates it, and it causes your body to begin to produce collagen again. It'll reduce inflammation, it'll treat acne. And so, as our buddy John likes to say, if you've got any high school, middle school students in your household and you can't find your machine, check their room. All right. It'll probably be in there. So it'll reduce those fine lines and wrinkles and aging without the use of all those $1,000 creams and lotions and all that kind of stuff. It does come with its own set of gels that you can purchase separately. You could also get them from a third party. I would definitely recommend, if it's within your means, to use the formulations that they have so that you can gauge the benefits of it. It also help, the wands will also help with like specialized pain reduction. So if you have some pain in your shoulders or your hands or your wrists or things to that nature, you can use one of those wands for a direct, non-invasive pain reduction and healing. So a lot of awesome benefits that you will get with the Tera P90 Plus. All right. So next we're going to talk about the A9 ionizer. So I like to use one of the examples that John uses because I think you all can relate to it. If you've ever had a forecast with a storm, we had rain last night, and right before it started raining, you'll see the sky start getting dark and getting overcast, and the atmosphere will begin right before the lightning and the thunder and all that stuff starts formulating and the rain starts pouring down. The atmosphere will basically begin to just stock up with negative ions. And so if you ever go outside right before that rain comes, the air will smell pretty fresh, right? And that's because of those negative ions that are in the air. And so the A9 air ionizer does the same thing and with the negative ionization. And so this distributes over 200 million CM3 negative ions into your household. And so that helps neutralize free radicals, and those free radicals are what causes the oxidation in your body, right? It strengthens the functions of your autonomic nerves. It can strengthen your immune system as well. And one of the key things that I really love is the fact that it will improve your sleep. Because it reduces your stress and it puts you in a state so that you could fall asleep peacefully at night. So it'd be a great idea to put this in your bedroom, right? The other thing it'll give you is enhanced mental clarity. And the beautiful thing about it, it's uber portable. So you can unplug it, take it out of your bedroom, put it, if you have a home office, plug it in while you're there working at your computer, and reap the benefits of this device. Now, the next product that we're going to talk about is the Galaxy G1. Now, this is a remarkable device, and it works primarily for your eyes. And as you can see, the device is perforated. So when you put it on, you could actually still see. So if you wanted to watch television or read a book or move around the house, you still have the ability to do that. Me, I just like to sit back, put it on, and lean back, and that's it. Um, so what it does is it emits a, a it emits an ultra low 7.8 hertz frequency of PMF. It's not a super strong frequency because it's so close to your face and it's meant for your eyes, right? And so there is no other device out there that offers. This is the world's first low frequency eye care device. So when you talk about uh, your eye blood circulation, reducing inflammation, if you struggle and you have floaters, like I've had floaters for years, or experiencing any form of macular degeneration, um, that PMF can assist in eliminating those and bringing healing to your eyes. The other cool thing is that it has a massaging feature, and it's a heated massage, and it also has a pulse massage as well. So it helps to just relax your eyes. One of the big things right now that we're seeing is the fact that because we have our cell phones and we have our face to our phones all day, scrolling, answering text messages on Google, Chat GPT, Facebook, all this social media, playing games on our phones, it's causing a lot of eye strain. And it says that most people are on their phones an average of 6 hours each day. And so there's been a significant increase in myopia. And in fact, they say that 80% of the children in Singapore are struggling with myopia. So this is great, specifically for that. The next thing we're going to talk about is probably one of Luigi's favorites, and that's the H bar, right? And it's the hydrogen water bottle. Now, one of the things that I didn't mention earlier was this technology called MRET, or molecular resonance effect technology, right? I want you to go to PubMed as well and look that up. What is interesting about this is it takes the water molecules and it separates them, right? And it causes them to cluster just like our cells do. And so what that does is it enables a deeper form of hydration. And so it causes the water to go directly into our cells. One of the big problems that a lot of us face right now is the fact that we suffer from dehydration. And dehydration, when we're dehydrated, our organs don't function the way they should. You'll notice that you may have headaches, your vision can get blurred, you could experience cramping. There's all kind of effects of dehydration, and this device is incredible. I want you to look up, when you get a chance, to do a search, not just for hydrogen water, but for hydrogen water bottles, and then type in MRET and see how many water bottles out there actually have that technology. You won't find many at all, right? And so this hydrogen-rich water acts as an antioxidant to go after those free radicals that are in your body. And so very, very incredible piece of technology. I do not have mine yet, but it is on the way. So let's go ahead and go to the last piece of technology. And this one I really love. It's the Terahertz Vitality one. And so this penetrates your muscles at wavelengths from 3 to 3,000 micrometers. And it's also nicknamed the light of life, right? Because it can help to activate those healthy normal cells and repair the damaged ones. So that's what's so incredible and amazing about this device. So think in terms of those that may have tendon tears or ligaments that are torn, like ACLs. You can take this device out. It comes with a stand, and you put it on the stand, and the device itself will begin to oscillate, so you don't have to hold it, which is an incredible benefit, and it'll help your muscles to relax and reduce any potential inflammation, right? And it also supports healthy microcirculation and detoxification. And again, it will penetrate 3 to 5 centimeters or more by just targeted placement. and the energy just being dispersed. All right, so those are the products. Those are the suite of products through Olylife, and we looked at the science. We looked at the products. Now we're going to take a deeper look at the company itself. So when you look at this at the top of your screen there, you'll notice that they've done their homework. We're talking 167 different patents. 167. So this wasn't just something that they just put together because they had a great idea. The same way that you went to PubMed to do your research, they did their research. They did their R&D, and they did extensive development to bring these products to the marketplace. Over 143 countries have already received devices from Olylife, and their revenue has probably by now exceeded over 50 million. Most of their research and development is conducted in Sweden and Germany, and their chips and rare metals are produced in Japan. Now let's take a look at just the countless different test results. They go through extensive testing to make sure that this equipment is effective and that it's safe for your use. They've got, certifications all throughout through Europe and Asia. I mean, the results don't lie. I mean, it's there, right? And so they have multiple offices. That's their main headquarters in Singapore. They're based out of Singapore. That's their Malaysia office. They also have offices in Thailand and Indonesia and in China as well. And they're experiencing some rapid global expansion. And so they are going to be scaling and expanding into the West now.